right, everybody. Welcome to SlapSon. This week's episode, we interview Stevie Ray Ellis, the Texas hand grenade baby. He does not shy away. Very emotional, very entertaining. Calls out a couple fighters, particularly one who is the god of lightning, as we like to say. And it's important to know we did record this a few months ago, so some things have changed in the slap game, but still very entertaining interview. And hope you enjoy it. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. All gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the power slap king.
SlapSon, baby!
Gotcha. Scott. Sorry.
You good, man? Okay, Stevie, you ready for this, my guy?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. We're ready to go.
All right, let's do it. Everybody, welcome to SlapSon. We got the man in the building. You heard of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? They got nothing on the Texas grenade. Zoo, zoo, zoo. How about click? Boom! The man's not away. He doesn't shy away from the camera. He doesn't shy away from the mic. You know what I mean? If you've been following this guy, I don't even want to know what's going on with him and the God of Lightning, but we're going to find out anyway. Everybody give it up for Stevie Ray, the Texas hand grenade!
What's up, everybody? I love all you. What's up?
What's up, my guy? What's up? Let's just get into it, man. So, I want to talk about your career. I definitely want to talk about how we got to this place. But if I'm being super honest, what is going on with you and Raiden, man?
Man, I don't know, man. He started up with me. It was kind of there, like when we were filming the show, there was some beef there. So, I guess it's kind of built up since then. But he wants it, man. I'll give it to him, man. I'll fucking knock him out, man. I'm ready to go. Shit, I've been on weight since last month for middleweight. So yeah, but I don't know what his deal is. Honestly, Joe, man, he yeah. I mean, you see it. So I mean, if someone's gonna talk shit, I'll give it back. You know, I'm not one that will shy away from that, like you said.
No, it's the fight game at the end of the day, right? I was just curious if, like, is it just, are you guys honestly just having some fun, kind of, or is there like some weird thing going on underneath the skin of it?
Oh man, honestly, it's underneath the skin with me now. He's been saying shit about that, like I quit the second round and that and this and that. But the truth is, Power Slap, they have the best team in the business, man. The best medical team in the sport. They take care of us. They took care of us out there. And if the doctors say that we weren't ready to take another slap, they weren't going to let us do that. And I know Power Slap gets a lot of shit from around the world. Everybody talking about, you know, how unsafe it is. The bottom line is they got some real professional people there looking after us. And that was the case there. I wanted to fight. I wanted to go forward. But like I said, we got a good, we work with a good company here and they take care of us.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. I mean, okay, yeah. No, I'm glad you put out those details because people need to understand, like, the heart of a fighter, right? You're always going to say, I can go. You're always going to say, I'm good. So you got to have, you know, professionals step in and say, hey, boy, you know, maybe we live to fight another day kind of a thing. So, yeah, I'm glad you shared that. Dude, do you think there's enough time or do you think it's more of you guys are prepping to go to war for January? But I know you've been pushing and pushing to get on this December card.
Yeah, honestly, I want to get on the card, and I would take I would replace a middleweight. If there was a middleweight fight on that card in December that dropped off, and they gave me the call, I'm ready to go. I can make the weight overnight, and I'm ready to entertain people. But I would really love to fight Raiden. But honestly, the truth is, I don't care who it is. At middleweight, I'll take anybody. Just Raiden's been the one talking shit. There's also another guy out there. Yesterday, he started up on me. Some guy called the Joker. I think he's a big fucking joke.
Dude, we talked with the Joker. He's dropping, I think, I don't know when this is gonna air, but his episode will have dropped before this airs. Yo, that guy's got a crazy story, man. He's backing up that Joker talk.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for him too. Once I'm done with Raiden, man, shit, I'll go for him. My thing is, I didn't want to call out anybody with a rank. I don't think I have a right to do that. So I want to make this a battle of the unranked. So fucking Raiden and Wallace, I'm ready. You can even throw the comeback kid in there.
Dude, I like it. Everyone's fighting those number weight contender slots, but you see, the business. You're like, hey, no, let me handle my shit here.
Yeah.
Let me get ranked, and then move my way up. I love it. I love
I
it.
think that would work good. Honestly, I think it would work good. And at the end of the day, I want to get out there and I want to entertain the fans. I want to entertain you guys, man. I don't know if you saw my match with Brandon, but that's the energy I'm gonna bring every time. I'm gonna be up in my opponent's face. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be like Turp Daddy said. They let me out of the asylum, man, and I make Michael Myers look like a fucking fairy. Me tell
Dude,
you.
the energy's crazy. I dig this shit. So I rewatched your match with Brandon because I had watched it live with my boys,
Mhm.
but I wanted it before the interview. I was like, I don't really remember, So I go back and the second I hit play, I remembered, and your energy was crazy. You were in that guy's face. Literally, people who are listening and maybe haven't seen it, this fool was nose to nose across the podium with this guy handling his shit. And due to some fouls and clubbing and things like that, we maybe didn't get to see the full all of the war, if you will.
Yeah.
Did that bother you when that happened, or is it just part of the game?
And I guess it's just part of the game. Honestly, when you go up to take when it's your turn to slap, it's real hard, especially after you got slapped and you want to put the guy down. It's real hard to not like step and not club. Flinching, I'll never flinch, so I can't speak on Brandon's part because he was flinching, and I don't know if you noticed, I didn't flinch. Every time I got slapped, I stood there and it was fair. But yeah.
No.
And
So
with shit with that, it's just I don't. It's hard. It's hard to I leave that to the judges. you know.
got you. That's been a big topic lately, man. It's just the consistency of what's a flinch, what's a club, what's a step.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, they got the cameras and the slow mo. How do you think they get kind of more consistent with that stuff?
Man, I've been watching the events too, and I feel like they're getting better. Honestly, I don't have a good answer as how they're going to clean that up. But I know us as fighters, we just need to work on our technique, planting our feet, and and just working on the flow of the slap. So that way we're not stepping into it. Because when you step into the slap, it might as well be a punch at that point. So
No, dude, you're right. It's like I got my dog in the background. Can you tell?
yeah,
Look at this. Look at this shit.
cool.
What is it? Hey, we're trying to talk some fight game. All right. So, no, dude, you're right. As a fighter, you just have to worry about what you're doing. But
Yeah.
it seems like part of I guess a positive outlook on it is the sport is progressing so fast and it's just coming like a fucking,
Awesome.
train wreck.
Yeah.
That, it's really good. Maybe they'll clean that up quicker than we think.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I think they had The Rock, that new movie that's out. The Rock had a slap fight in the movie.
I saw that, dude. I saw that. Yeah,
Pretty
slaps
cool.
everywhere now.
Yeah.
He's on the board of UFC, so they're trying to get that hype everywhere they can.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I know with my match with Brandon, going back to that, they did a lot of before the fights, they did a lot of tests on us, like how hard we slapped, how hard neck force and whatnot. So on paper, Brandon had, I think he had more power than me, and I think his neck force was on paper. I was supposed to lose that fight, so
Right.
I think I was supposed to get knocked out. That's why you see me in the fight. I told him I thought you were gonna knock me out because he was saying shit at the hotel. I heard from the other guys. He said that he was gonna knock me out. It was gonna be a first round finish if he won the coin toss, and he did win the coin toss. So here I am.
No, dude, you're right. Like I said, I just barely watched it again, and his slap score was like 150 higher than you.
Yeah.
Which, hold on one sec, my guy.
No, you're right. Wow.
All right, you back, my guy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, today's been so crazy, man. On like a real note, so I use this software to do the pod, and by their mistake, I was using like the super premium, whatever the fuck version. So I had like all these bells and whistles, custom backgrounds, things like that. And then, dude, bro, this morning, they're like, oh, that was a mistake on our part. Goodbye. So and I'm like, now I'm in an office with my dog and all this shit, dude. This is real. This is real time, bro. This is
They
happening.
swept the rug right out from under you with that one.
Oh my god, I was so pissed. But yeah, dude, you come in with a higher score, you still do your thing. You know, it's a disqualification, whatever. But I wanted to bring that up because talking to all these strikers, talking to all you fighters, and getting to know the slap game, dude, literally in real time. I got in June, and it's been a flood ever since with interviews and things like that. So I'm learning as well. And one of the things that I've learned without a doubt is it's not about the points. It's not about the score. It's can you find the button or can you not find the button? Do you agree with that?
You know what? Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, I agree with you. I would agree with you. If you could find that button on the first one, then shit. I think all the stats and everything that shit really goes out the window. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the guys that come over from MMA, right? Like you, and I know you've got a background on that, and we'll get to it.
Hmm?
But they wanna try and use this as a springboard to get to UFC, obviously,
Yeah.
or something else, right?
Sure.
But the reality is, it's a different sport, man.
Yeah.
You got to stick your neck out and your chin out
Yeah.
and see what you can take. And is that exciting to you, knowing you have an edge on some of these guys, or is that just how the game's played for them?
I think it does excite me, and it does. I do feel like with my MMA background prior, I do feel like I have a slight edge on the guys that have come to this with no combat sports background, because there's some guys here in Power Slap that have never been in a boxing ring, never been in a cage. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and it kind of helps out if you've been a fighter before. It'll help you here in Power Slap. But yeah, this Power Slap is a whole different animal. It's way different than MMA and boxing.
So you started out in MMA or boxing?
I started out MMA when I was 17 years old. I started training,
Holy
and
shit.
I got my first fight when the following year when I was 18. It was a smoker. It wasn't like like the pictures I sent you. That was an amateur circuit here in San Antonio. It was called Premier Combat Group, Cowboys Extreme Cage Fighting. And yeah, some of the guys from that actually made it to UFC. A guy named Anthony Aquaman Ivy.
Yeah, I know Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the, yeah. So I've rolled with him a few times. He's a good guy. So yeah, a lot of with me when I did the MMA, I was pretty good. I think I only had one loss. And when I took that loss, shortly after that loss, my father passed away, and I kind of just, I didn't know how to handle that. So I kind of, I kind of backed out of the MMA at that point. And then my daughter was born a year later, so I just, I had to do the dad thing. So I kind of just put away my selfish needs. Kind of
That's
did.
a lot. So within a year's time, you were training, doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you had a hardship, and then you had a positive thing, but also another hardship.
Oh no, sorry, not a year's time. I'm sorry, I kind of didn't explain. So from when I was 17, I started training, and then I got my first fight around the time when I was 18, and I fought all the way up until I was 23 years old. That's when my daughter was born, and I stopped at 23 years old is when I stopped. And then 10 years later, I get the call for Power Slap, and me and my wife always said, we were like, man, you know what? It would have been fun to make it to UFC, and I always used to tell my family and my friends, oh, it was a woulda, coulda, shoulda, and then here we are, man.
But it's funny. But it's funny how it works out, right?
Yeah, God is great.
Now,
Honestly, God is good, man. God, our Lord is something else. He's a good man, I tell you. So
yeah, sometimes you wish you had the map, but it's better if it's unseen.
yeah, honestly, yeah. God's got His plan for all of us, and I think if we just we're good in the heart, and like I'm the kind of person I try to do the right thing when nobody's looking. So.
Dude, I feel that. Because especially the social media age, man, that's a big deal because so many people want to showcase that.
Yeah.
And that may not be who they are right here.
Yeah.
And so I feel that, man. So when it comes to that career, though, bringing it back, MMA kind of took a break. And like you said, all these years later, my guy, now you're in this slap game. are you just beyond excited? Are you nervous? Like, what's going on when it comes to getting these matches and being in Power Slap?
Man, I'm very humble, excited, and just so grateful and humble. Because I mean, if you think about it, for fighting, 33 years old, they call that old for combat sports. So yeah, I'm just humbled to be able to be in there with guys like my opponent, my last opponent, Brandon. I think he was in his early 20s. He's a good kid. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Brandon. And then the lightweight division, Isaac, Riley, Josh Vosbert, man, McGregor, DeFrank, all those guys are young guys, and man, they're awesome, good kids, awesome guys, man. If you ever get a chance to talk with those guys on a personal level, man, so they'll give you hope for the future, and so I was just real humbled to just be around some talent like that. And, man, just get a chance to be around something that Dana White has built. And man, I'm just humble to be, even humble to be talking to you, Joe.
Well, hey, I'll take that compliment. I appreciate that, man. I'm just some jerk off for the podcast, so I appreciate it.
No, man, I'm just some idiot out here in San Antonio. There was there's two, there you go.
Dude, I dig it. So we've got this thing going on with Raiden, obviously. Has that garnered any attention? Has that garnered any attention from Erica and Frank at all to give you some kind of rumblings that a match is coming?
As far as my end, I haven't heard from Erica or Frank. I don't know if they've given it any attention. But yeah, I think it would be good if they did give it some attention. I think it would be a good opening card, a good match for the main card, or even maybe a prelim match. But no, as far as them giving it any attention, I'm not sure. I know they're real busy. They got a lot of fighters on the roster. They got a lot of events coming up, so I don't blame them if they haven't.
Right. Dude, I heard a rumor that there's almost 300 strikers already on the roster.
I believe it, man. They, before they started filming the show, the hotel out there in Vegas was loaded with dudes, and a lot of those guys didn't even make it to the, the qualifier part of it. So I'm very humble for that too,
Yeah, for sure. So for you personally, man, you've had this crazy, whirlwind of life in the slap game in particular. Like for you personally, what is it that you want to get out of it, man? Is it the fame? Is it the violence? Are you a violence junkie? Is it the notoriety? Is it the money? Like for you personally, this is a big deal. You've waited a long time to have a stage like this. Like, what do you want out of it?
Definitely want to go down in the history of Power Slap as being one of the wildest, one of the most entertaining strikers on the roster. I want to be that guy. If there's a BMF title for Power Slap, I'm going to hold it. And
I was just going to say, you want to be kind of like that Michael Chandler or like a Max Holloway of slap.
Yeah, definitely. I'll come for that welterweight title when we get down there. But like I said, I'm not going to call out anybody with a rank. I don't have the right to. But yeah, I do plan on being a champion. That's something I never attained as an MMA fighter, was a championship. So maybe this is my chance in life to be a champion. But mostly what I want from this is I want to get the money to start my own business and basically, stop being a truck driver. I'm a truck driver. I drive 18-wheelers. Okay. And so I'm a company driver. I was a company driver. But yeah, when I go back, hopefully if I get enough money from this Power Slap gig, I could start my own truck line or something like that.
Dude, financial freedom. Are you LTL or no?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Are you LTL in that or no?
No, I'm more regional. I've never really been outside of Texas, so yeah.
Got you. Yeah, dude, I respect that, man. Look, if you can use this to springboard into something you want overall, ultimately, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to get out of this. I mean, because we all can't get slapped in the head forever. So yeah.
That's facts.
Nice. Sorry, yeah, they try to get me back at the asylum right now, man. No, but maybe after it's done, I wouldn't mind doing some color commentary for the future, because I think this sport is going to grow. This sport is really getting traction at the end of this year. And I know Power Slap announced 7 events for 2025, and that's tremendous. I know you said that there's 300 fighters on the roster. That means there's a good chance for all of us to get out there, get some money for our families, and who knows, maybe make a name for ourselves, build our character. That's what I plan on doing. My next match, I really want to show the world, show you, show all the fans more who I am. I felt like on the show, I didn't really get a chance to do that. Uh, so yeah, I really want to get the chance to do that.
Dude, that's crazy. I've never heard that answer. I love that. You're thinking in the sport itself, where can I keep growing and being part of the brand? Dude, you're the first guy to say I want to be a color commentary or announcer. That's badass. I love that.
I'm a big fan of Michael Bisping, Daniel Cormier. Hell yeah, I would love to get on. I'm trying to copy those dudes.
I love it.
But
I love
first
it.
things first, before we get there, I'm here for you and the fans, Joe. I'm here for you guys, man. I'll never be that guy when somebody runs into me that knows Power Slap and they know who I am. I'll never be an asshole and be like, oh, I can't talk to you. I've never been that kind of guy, man. I'm real down to earth. And like I said, I'm just humble to have this platform. And maybe I can inspire people that were in situations like I was back when I was young. I'm not a saint. Everybody's made mistakes, but I feel I'm doing the right things now, and I think the universe and is paying me back.
Man, you know what? I think that's a good place to stop, dude. That was inspirational. That was good. Like, so before we go though, let's call it out one last time. Anyone who's seeing this, anyone who's listening, this will be released before the December card. Let's get this man on the card. Prelim, unaired, it doesn't matter. This guy's gonna give a show.
All right, yeah, no, I would love Raiden, or I'll take anybody at middleweight. Anybody unranked at middleweight, let's put a show on. Bring the Texas hand grenade back to Nevada, and let's make the desert go.
Boom! All right, buddy. Where can they find you on social media? Instagram, X, whatever.
Find me right here on Instagram for now. I'm a real old timer, so I'm still learning the lay of the land and social media. Oh man, yeah, I'm still trying to be hip with the kids. I know Raiden's been making fun of me for that shit too.
Hey, man, we're doing the same thing here. All this tech shit with the podcast. They say it's easy. Bullshit. It's not that
Oh
easy.
man, no, hats off to you, man. Kudos, Joe, man. Like y'all couldn't do that, man. I really couldn't, man.
Hey, well, listen, dog. We love it. I'm so glad we finally got to do this. And we will do it again because that match is coming. I can feel it.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And yeah, Raiden, if you're seeing this, man, fucking if it ain't you next, it's gonna be you sometime. I'm gonna get you. And Ryan Wallace, I'm watching your house, Ryan. I fucking got a drone out there, you fucker. You think you're gonna fuck with me? Hey, and I don't know, Joe, if you've seen that they just released Ryan Wallace's action figure. The official Power Slap Road to the Title action figure is
Is it real?
continuing. Yeah, yeah. Check out my stories when you get a chance.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Check it out.
Dude, I will check that out right now.
There you- All right, Joe. There you go.
All right, buddy. Let's let this bitch upload. 1 sec.